Dreamtime story read by Key. Hello. 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 How is everyone today? Is everyone good? Have you been looking at all the other stories online? Today, we're going to be reading Henry and the Fox. Let's get started. Now, cockerels are usually very proud and boastful. But not this one. Look at him. What a miserable looking cockerel. Cock-a-doodle. His crowing was awful also. It sounded like a squeaky water pump. So he didn't do it much. He found it quite embarrassing to make that noise in front of all of the other farmyard animals. A cowardly cockerel is no use to anyone. He won't say boo to a goose. He won't say tut tut to a turkey. Poo to a piglet. Oh, and as for mice, he is petrified of them. And I'm a little bit scared of frogs myself, which is a bit odd, isn't it? I keep looking in the wrong places. Where am I looking? Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Aha, you're there. So let's just say that Henry suffered with a little bit of self-confidence issues, which none of us should. We should all be brave, shouldn't we? Anyway, everyone thought poor Henry was hopeless. He had only one friend in the whole world, a bantam called Buffy. That's a little chicken. She was the smallest hen in the farmyard and was picked on and pecked on by others, so she was miserable too. One day, Buffy and Henry were moping by themselves in the nettle bed when Buffy, who was a clever little hen, suddenly cried, "Henry! I have a plan." "A plan?" said Henry. "Yes, Henry, a plan. Come with me." Sorry I can't show you the pictures. Use your mind. Henry watched as Buffy ran across to where the farmer's wife had just hung out her washing. "What is she doing?" thought Henry, as Buffy, the bantam hen, chicken, walked over to the line and started to pick off a long red sock, which was actually still quite damp. There, said Buffy. Now what does that look like? Looks like a damp red sock, said Henry. Yes, I suppose it does, but let's stuff it with grass, said Buffy. Henry and Buffy stuffed the sock with grass. Now, Henry, what does it look like? Looks like a damp red sock full of grass. No, squint your eyes. Now, what does it look like? Hang on, said Henry. Looks a bit like a fox's tail. You are correct. We are going to make a fake fox for you to fake scare away so you become brave to all the other chickens. What a marvellous idea, said Henry. But first of all, we need to finish the rest of the fake fox. Buffy went over to the washing line one more time to get a rather damp red jumper that the farmer's wife had just hung up. Oh, she's not going to be happy about her washing being pulled off the line. There, said Buffy, arranging the red woolly jumper beside the stuffed sock in the middle of the nettles. Now stand back over there, tell me what you see. Doth it look like a fox? Oh my gosh, said Henry, that's amazing. Where are my eyes going again? I'm going over here. No, you're over there. That's amazing. It looks just like a fox. So if I pretend to scare that away, Buffy, all the other chickens will think I'm brave and stuff. They will, said Buffy. Now, there's a really mean chicken on the farm called Rhoda. We don't like Rhoda. And she heard their plan. She heard what Buffy and Henry were going to do. So she went and told all of the other chickens what was happening. Mean-spirited chicken. She told all the other chickens so they could play a trick on Henry and on Buffy. Rhoda told the other chickens not to tell Henry and Buffy that they knew that Henry and Buffy had created a fake fox. All of the chickens walked over to see where the fox was. "It's this way," said Buffy. "This way, quickly, there's a fox. And Henry, the brave Henry, is going to scare it away. Aren't you, Henry?" Yeah, said Henry, not quite sure of himself. The chickens walked round to the tallest wall on the farm and decided to stand on top to watch as Henry and Buffy made fools of themselves. Now, because it had been so sunny and warm that day, the red jumper and sock had actually dried out and become warm, and the grass inside was all soft, and somebody had fallen asleep on top of it. And that somebody was a real fox, but nobody knew. Now what's going to happen? Buffy or Henry approach that fox. Surely the fox is going to eat them. Surely Henry is going to be terrified because he's not that brave. Anyway, let's see. Henry tiptoed towards what he thought was a red jumper, but we know it's really a fox. Shh. He tiptoed very quietly towards the sleeping fox, which he thought was a red jumper. Now, the fox was having a lovely little dream. He was dreaming about eating plucked chickens. But then those plucked chickens started to swim around in the sky and attack him. What is going on, thought the fox. The fox shook himself up and woke up. To his awful surprise, he'd realised that his dream had in fact become true. And he saw all of the chickens lined up on the wall, staring at him. And then he saw Henry. Henry, remember, is not very brave. And he froze the moment that the fox woke up. But to the fox, this looked terrifying. Henry just froze. And the fox ran away. All of the chickens on the wall thought that Henry was the bravest cockerel of all. "Oh my gosh," they said to each other. "Did you see how that, Henry scared away the horrible fox?" They couldn't believe it. Anyway, Henry became the bravest cockerel. Henry became the bravest cockerel of all time. He would even venture a boo to a goose. He would say poo to a piglet, but he was still terrified of mice. But he did learn how to cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Come on, you've got to do a cock-a-doodle-doo as well. Let's just show you that last picture. Still scared of mice. Henry and the fox. Okay, hope that was all right. And don't thumbs up, guys. See you later.